Hallo und herzlich willkommen alle meine lieben Studenten. Ich bin Rajveer, euer Deutschlehrer, und heute in diesem Video zeige ich euch, wie können wir die E-Mails besser schreiben können. Also besonders die Einladung E-Mails besser schreiben können. Okay, so first you know that a lot of students are there. They make a lot of mistakes in email writing. So today in this series we will see different kind of mail writing with different phrases and what kind of things you have to always take care. So first we are starting with Einladung schreiben. So basically we will see here like what kind of mistakes a student do. So always remember, when you are writing mail to any person, like informal mail, and informal mail is also divided in two categories. First is singular, if you are writing to a singular person. Second, if you are writing to a plural persons, like more than one person you are writing. And the second way is formal. So in singular way you have to always remember, if you are considering this subject, then you will use du, and in plural way you will use ihre for subject only. For possessive you will use dein. For this plural you will use euer for your sense. And for object you will use according to the case. First one case is accusative, second one is dative. For accusative you will use dich, and for dative you will use dear. And here it will be exactly same for both cases, euch, euch. Now we will see for the formal you. Now we will see for the formal you. In singular and plural it will be always same. For the subject we will use sie, it will be capital. Next for your it will be ihre, and for this it will be sie, again same for accusative object, and for dative object it will be ihnen. Okay, so these things should be always in your mind. So this first row will be used as subject of the sentence. Second row will be possessive, like when we are talking about the belongings, then we will use them for informal, plural, informal, and formal, singular and plural. Next, this one will be accusative objects, and this one will be dative objects. Okay, so these many things you have to always take care, because sometimes you know that in the exam like condition is that you are writing to your friends, more than one friend, so it will be, then you have to focus on this portion only. If you are writing to a singular friend, then you have to focus on this. If you are writing to a formal person, then you have to focus on this thing. So these kind of mistakes a student do. Okay, so this is our first phase. Like when you get the question paper and what you need to write, then always remember, this is our first phase you have to take care. Okay, next we are moving. You know that if we are writing to our male friend, then we will write lieber, and if we are writing to our female friend, then we will use lieber. So this starting is very clear to everyone. Now sometimes students are very confused with opening, how we should do the opening of mail. Always remember, there are some kind of particular openings, so I am giving you here examples so you can start with. You know that first, if we start with the greetings, like we are asking how are you and all, these are very good starting. So these kind of openings, you can, any one of these openings you can use, like ich hoffe, es geht. In all of the categories I am writing Ihnen, gut. This mail is, if we are sending this mail in formal way, then we will use Ihnen. If we are writing to our friend, then we will use dear. And if we are writing to persons, these are informal like friends and they are plural, then we will use euch. So this kind of mistake also students do. Okay, so you can start like this, or you can start with the same manner, but you can use connector das. So ich hoffe. Always remember, whenever you are using connectors, so conjugated verb goes at the end. So ich hoffe, otherwise other things will be exactly same. So ich hoffe, dass es, you can use Ihnen, same things, Ihnen for formal, dir for informal, and euch for plural. So ich hoffe, dass es Ihnen, dir, euch gut geht. So this get is very important. If we are not putting this get at the end, then it is mistake here. So das is connector here, get is conjugated verb, and according to s it is conjugated. Okay, so in this manner also you can start. So this can be also our opening. And one more opening we can write like this: ich freue mich. Ich freue mich, Ihnen schreiben zu können. I am happy to write you. So you know that here also Ihnen, dir or euch you can use accordingly, according to the condition. And here we have used zu plus infinitive. Like there are two sentences. First sentence is completed here. Ich freue mich, I'm happy. Ihnen, dir oder euch schreiben zu können. And after zu always entire verb come. Okay, infinitive form like with en ending. No conjugation will be needed. Okay, so this can be also our opening. Next opening we can say es ist mir eine Freude. Freude means joy. Sie oder dich oder euch in all formal, informal and plural. Sie, dich oder euch zu meiner Veranstaltung einzuladen. Okay, so here also we have used zu plus infinitive. Einladen means to invite. So es ist mir eine Freude. Here one sentence is completed. So that's why we have used here comma, and zu plus infinitive again we are using in this sentence. So es ist mir eine Freude. It is a joy for me. Sie, formal you, like we are inviting you, informal, dich, informal friend, and euch for plural. Sie, dich oder euch zu meiner Veranstaltung einzuladen. Always remember zu is dative preposition. Why we have added here er ending? Because Veranstaltung is having feminine article. And always remember, if any noun is ending with ung, it will be always feminine. If ung, it will be always feminine. Okay, so that's why in dative we use er ending for possessive. Okay, so we are having here zu plus minor Veranstaltung. And one more thing you have to always remember, there are the combination of preposition and verb. So einladen means to invite. So for whatever event you are inviting anyone, then you have to always use zu preposition. Like in that event you are inviting to that person, then you will use always zu preposition. Okay, so these are the openings you can go with, like ich hoffe, es geht Ihnen, dir, euch gut. Ich hoffe, then connector dass es Ihnen, dir, euch gut geht. Or ich freue mich, Ihnen, dir oder euch schreiben zu können. Or es ist mir eine Freude, Sie, dich oder euch zu meiner Veranstaltung einzuladen. Why here zu is used? Because zu plus infinitive we have used. One sentence is completed here, and after that we have added new sentence. Okay, so this is the opening. Next we are moving to the next points, like introducing the event. So the next thing is that like we are introducing the event. Like first we ask about the like how is the person and all. Now we are moving to the introduction. of the event. So in first way you can write Ich schreibe Ihnen, dear or euch, in all category, you know. So ich schreibe Ihnen, dear oder euch, for what? Sie herzlich zu meiner Geburtstagsfeier einzuladen. As you can see here, plus zu infinitive, su we have used here. So you know that whenever we are using plus suna, then it gives the sense of like because also. So ich schreibe Ihnen, dear oder euch, I am writing you, Sie herzlich zu meiner Geburtstagsfeier einzuladen. I invite you heartily to my birthday celebration. And again, this is here zu preposition used with einladen, and this Geburtstagsfeier is having feminine article, that's why we are adding here er ending. Okay, this is the first way you can introduce about your event, okay, in all way. Or we can write ich möchte Sie, this is accusative object here, so that's why we will use Sie, dich oder euch. Again the same thing. So zu preposition, zu einem, we are changing the event, zu einem Abendessen, suppose Abendessen einladen. Okay, so here you can see su and einem is coming. So su is very clear, always with einladen. Einem, why einem is coming? Because das Abendessen is having das article, so accordingly we have changed it. Okay, so this is the way. One more way we can use. Okay, so next point will be one more point we can add on here. So es würde mich sehr freuen, when Sie, always remember after connector always subject comes. This is here subject, not object or possessive. So this is subject here. So we are writing to a formal person, then we will use Sie. If we are writing to a female person, then if we are writing to a informal person like our friend in single way, then we will use du. And if we are writing to a to like plural persons and these are informal, then we will use ihre. This mistake also students do. Okay, so this thing you have to always remember. If we are writing to a formal person, then we use Sie in capital. If we are writing to a male, any friend, male or female, then you can use du. Or informal way in singular, we can use du. And for the plural informal way, we can use ihre. And this is here subject column. So es würde mich sehr freuen, wenn Sie du ihre. And always remember conjugation will be according to the subject. Zeit finden könnten. So this könnten we have used first for Sie, capital. If we have used du, then könntest for du subject conjugation, and for the plural one könntet for ihre. So this kind of mistake also students do. Okay, so after that we can add on like more detail we are adding here. An unserer Party teilzunehmen. Teilnehmen is a train bar verb, it means to take part. And here an preposition will be used. An plus teilnehmen. Teilnehmen means to take part. And here we have used zu plus infinitive. Okay, so now we will see this sentence. So es würde mich sehr freuen, wenn Sie, du oder ihr seid, finden, könnten for formal you conjugation, könntest for du conjugation, and könntet for ihr conjugation. And like for what you need to take time? An, unser, party. Party is having feminine article and an is having here dative preposition. That's why er ending. Party teil zu nehmen. So in these ways you can introduce the event. So now we are moving to the next topics, next points. Now we will provide the details of event, like where and at what time it will take place. So we can say the fire, it will be capital. The fire word you can use here date and timing, and universal verb start finden is very good here. Start finden means to take place. So the event will take place at that time, at this time. Or you can use wir treffen uns. You can add on date, you can add here timing, and in or im you can add on the place. So in this way also we can do. Next you can also write like this, the Veranstaltung. Veranstaltung means event. Wird, if you know that like the event is organized at your home only, then you will use wird bei mir zu Hause. Bei mir zu Hause start finden. So in this way you can talk about the place, like where it will take place. Okay, next we are moving to the next points. Now we will cover the point of expressing at the end hope, like the person will come or not. This is also important, like we have to be very clear that person will come or not. So ich hoffe, sie is used here for formal. For informal you can use du. For plural you can use ihr, and accordingly you will conjugate. So ich hoffe, sie, du, ihr können kommen. According to sie können, du kannst, and ihr könnt. Okay, the second way is ich würde mich sehr darüber freuen. I'm really happy about it. For what? Sie oder du oder ihr. These are the different subjects. Bei der Veranstaltung begrüßen zu dürfen. Zu plus infinitive again we have used here. Okay, so in this way also you can end. Next way also, es wäre schon. Sie, du or ihr, these are subject here. So es wäre schon, sie, du oder ihr an diesem besonderen Tag bei mir zu haben. Zu plus infinitive again we have used here. So an diesem besonderen Tag means on this special day. An is dative here, and you know that Tag is having masculine article, so that's why we have used em, diesem. And many times I mentioned, like whenever we are using dative preposition or dative anything or dative case, then we always add en ending to the adjective. So you have to always take care of this also. So here you know that these are the expressing hope points, like ich hoffe. Here sie is subject, du is subject or ihr is subject, and according to the the subject's conjugation also. Ich würde mich sehr darüber freuen. You know that da plus preposition concept is here, and whenever we are using freuen verb, then we use über or the auf preposition. So ich würde mich, sich freuen verb is there, so I'm happy about it. What we have to add on here? Zu plus infinitive. Sie, du oder ihr. Bei der Veranstaltung, bei is here dative preposition, so that's why there is used, because ung ending is having feminine noun. Begrüßen zu dürfen, zu plus infinitive, you can see here. Next one, es wäre schon. What can be good? So das connector also you can use, or sie, du oder ihr an diesem besonderen Tag bei mir zu haben. So zu plus infinitive we have used here. So you know that many times we use zu plus infinitive, because zu plus infinitive is like we are talking in the next sentence in a detail. So that's why we use zu plus infinitive. So you should also use a lot of times zu plus. Now we are moving to the next points, like you know that we have mentioned each and everything. Now we are looking forward for reply, whether you will come or not. So we can end like this: Bitte lassen. Bitte lassen Sie mich bis zum, and you can add on here any date, reason, let me please know. And whenever you know that you are not having any information, then you can use ob connector. Ob Sie kommen können. Okay, so in this way you can end. So you know that this lassen and sie is used in formal way, and here also. So if we are writing to a in informal way, plural, then we can use bitte last in plural. Like if we are sending this mail to friends, plural friends, then we will use ihr concept. So in ihr we will use last. Okay, and here after ob it will come ihr. This is the way for ihr category for the plural, and for the singular person we are sending, we will use bitte las, and after ob it will come du, and conjugation will be accordingly, like könnt or accordingly kannst. You know that all the things I cannot explain here, like all the grammar, like these kind of things only students can understand, like they have already done all of these grammar. If you really want to understand each and everything whatever I am explaining, then you have to take proper classes. You can join our batches, and flexible online according to your timing we will provide you the classes, and each and everything will be in detailed explained, and live interactive activity based classes will be there. There we do a lot of conversations, we write a lot of mails, each and everything will be well covered. Okay, so here we have these points, and next way also we can say ich wäre dankbar when sie, subject can be sie, du or ihr also. When sie, du oder ihr mir bis, you can add on here any date, mitteilen. If our subject is sie, then we will use könnten, du könntest, and ihr könntet. Ob connector we will use ob, sie, du oder ihr, because these are subject. Ob, sie, du, ihr teilnehmen. According to sie, können will come. If du is subject, kannst, and if ihr, then könnt. So these kind of mistakes students do. Like subject, they have to accordingly take care, And if these are subject, then accordingly we will do at the end of sentence conjugation also, because sometimes they forget to mention here correct conjugation. Okay, and next one here also you can see these are subjects, and accordingly I have done here the conjugation. Okay, so these are the way like you can ask people whether they are coming or not. One more way you can use, like für die Planung wäre es hilfreich. Hilfreich means helpfully. So für die Planung wäre es hilfreich, eine Rückmeldung von is dative preposition, so Ihnen for formal way, dear for informal, and euch for plural. Zu erhalten. Always remember, Rückmeldung plus anhalten is a fixed verb and noun combination. So für die Planung wäre es hilfreich. For the planning it will be helpful. Eine Rückmeldung von Ihnen. Von Ihnen, von is dative preposition. So Ihnen, dear, oder euch. Zu erhalten. If I will receive answer from your side, so it will be very helpful. Okay. Next we will close the mail with these sentences, like ich freue mich darauf. What? So ich freue mich darauf. Sie will be used for formal, du will be used for informal, and ihr will be used for plural one. Bei meiner Feier zu sehen. So you know that by is here dative preposition, because of it er ending is coming, because feminine fire is having feminine article. Okay, so in this way you can add on. In at the end also you can say Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank im Voraus. Voraus means like in advance. Für, like we want to add here answer, for your answer. So for the first time we have used here possessive. So for possessive, for formal we will use ihre, for informal deine, and for plural we will use eure, Antwort. And Antwort is having feminine article, so that's why we have used e ending in each possessive pronoun. So Vielen Dank im Voraus für ihre, like for formal your, für deine for informal your, and für eure plural Antwort, answer. So in this way, all these ways are very important. So like you can write, if you will take care of all these points, then definitely you will get good marks. And it is not relevant to only getting good marks. It is also very important to understand each and everything, so that in your professional life also in Germany you are writing in proper way, each and everything you are taking care of. So these kind of things you have to always take care when you are writing an mail or letter to a friend, to a formal person, or plural, singular, whatever. So all these points will always help you in writing invitation for any event. Okay, so tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.